Hey, I'm happy to introduce this package for .NET. The goal of these projects is to let AI to utilize reflection and to utilize function calls. It's designed to work through MCP server, and I'm actively using it in Unity MCP server. Originally, architecture of this project is pretty simple. It can take the JSON. No, first of all, it can create a JSON schema from almost any runtime, or even not runtime, it's not very important, from any type in C#. Even if you have a custom type and you would like to override some properties in exactly the same style, like you can do that with JSON Serializer, and you can create a custom JSON converter to handle your custom type. You can do the same custom reflection converter to handle it differently. It's going to cover schema, read and write access. So, first of all, reflection. So yes, in runtime, this project can take the data of any your runtime object, read it using reflection or not reflection, it depends on scenario. It can serialize it to JSON and send it to AI to let AI to read it. At the first state, especially if we're talking about MCP server, AI gonna request, or MCP protocol gonna request the JSON schema for a tool, so to let AI to be kind of prepared to what to expect, what the data is going to be. So ReflectorNet handles schema and data finding and serializing to JSON of your data model. Then it also has a feature of providing write access. So you can modify, populate your runtime instance of an object with any data. So AI can send the JSON or a piece of the JSON of the data, like just a few fields, not the full model, just few fields or few model or something else. It's pretty flexible. And then ReflectorNet gonna take this data and populate your existing model in memory with this data. That's another feature. The next one, it's function search. By using reflection, ReflectorNet can find any function, even private function actually, static, non-static, private, public, protected as well, of course. It can find it, take the name, it takes the name, it takes a list of arguments, return type of that function, and it can generate this schema, JSON schema, and provide it to AI back. Another feature, it may let AI to provide a JSON that's going to represent the list of arguments into that function and function name, including class name, like full function name. ReflectorNet going to take this data and it's going to call that function with providing all of those arguments, even if those arguments are complex data models, not just simple integers or something like that. Just because of previous features, ReflectorNet would be able to find the existed objects in memory, if it should, of course. It depends on your custom reflector converter. Or it can simply create a brand new instance of the data model that AI just sent. So as a result, ReflectorNet is a pretty important model that's gonna let AI to be flexible, to have a pretty wide access in any .NET environment using MCP protocol, of course. or if you would like to use it for any different purposes, so you also can do that. So it has JSON schema, JSON read and write API, and that's it. So I hope it's going to be helpful for you. Thank you for your attention, and let me know if you need anything else about all of this project. Leave it in the comments. See you next time.